on the Browns Report. Welcome in, everybody. I am your host, Joey O'Donohue. What a week so far in free agency. We have been grinding, working hard here at Chat Sports, 6 days in office in a row. Here late every night because we're grinders. We care about this football team. I've been trying to get you guys Browns content as often as possible, every move that they make. I'm here for you guys, and so I'm happy to be live again here during the last day of the week, let's say, for NFL free agency. This Friday, okay, week one about to be in the books. We're going to talk about everything the Browns have done. I'm going to update you if any signings come in right away, and we'll do a mock draft here for fun on the show. So, welcome, everybody. Shout out your city. Where are you guys tuning in from? What is going on? I see Eric Perez says, what's up, Joey? Shout out from Laredo, Texas. What's going on, my friend? Another Eric. This time he's tuning in from Ohio. Vincent in Cleveland, the motherland, as they say for us Browns fans, okay? I see Rich in Charleston. That's pretty cool. Kathy in Sacramento, per usual. What is up, Kathy? Clint Spencer is in Akron, Ohio. We got Bainbridge, Ohio here for Charlie. Patricia Smith says, hey, from Cocoa, Florida. Pix is in Medina, Ohio. Jimmy from Cleveland, live in Florida. I love that. Jimmy, relocate. You know, I understand, man. Maybe some nicer weather out there, but we're still dog-pound faithful, still Browns fans. Totally cool. Michael, Kingwood, West Virginia. I see Troy says, what up? Ronnie in Akron. Lando in Germany. That's pretty cool, my guy. I did not know. Isaac, what up, my friend? With the first super chat of the day, a $2 super chat from Isaac Conrad. Shout out to Isaac getting this party started, baby. Fort Wayne, but born into being a fan. No way. That's pretty dope, man. I guess you could say I was born into it as well because my dad's from Cleveland, but I was born in New York, and I just became a Browns fan when I was like 3 years old because I saw my dad was a diehard fan, and he warned me, though. He literally kept telling me I shouldn't do it. And I was like, kind of offended. I was like, why don't you want me to root for your team? Well, now I see. But diehard Browns fan for life all of a sudden. Troy says, go Browns. Hood hippie, Cleveland, Ohio. What is going on, man? From Cleveland. Terry Jackson from Memphis. Glad to be watching this rather than to be outside. Yeah, I get you, Terry. Ed Hurst from Brimfield. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. No way. But Portsmouth, Ohio. Let's go. Mainly Mayfield says Vincent. Quebec for Zachary. We got people all over the nation, all over the globe even. All right, we're all over the world here. Michigan for 100 block. You're an Ohio State fan, though, right? 100 block? All right, if you're going to be in Michigan, that's okay. But you got to root for the Ohio team still. Robert, Springfield, Ohio. Let's go, dog check. All right, I love it. I love it. That is awesome. Skylar Mitchell, what is up in Columbus, Ohio? Shout out where you're from. And listen, free agency is still going on, folks. Draft is in April. Believe it or not, it's already March 13th. So, we're like, what, a little over a month away from the draft now? I mean, I want to know the number one player that you want on this Browns roster still. Who are we missing? Is it a free agent? Is it a draft prospect? Comment in the live chat one person that you want to see on the Cleveland Browns here still. Let me know. User says we need to get Walker. Well, we got a great Walker update coming at the end of the day after the live, so stay tuned. Carnell Tate for Michael. I could see that. I could definitely see the Browns taking Tate at 6 here. We'll see what direction they go. Robert Leach says Tate as well. I know we need a wide receiver. I know we need a left tackle still, though. So those are good answers so far from the chat. Let me know who you want Cleveland to bring in free agency or the draft as things heat up. Chris Brassel, that's a pretty good shout from Ronnie. After the O-line, let's get a wide receiver at 6. I could see that. Tate for 100 block. Marvin Harrison Jr. for Troy. That's right. Trades could be an option, too. Zachary Picard with the Jordan Tyson. I like that a lot. Spencer Fano as well. I love it. I love it. That is awesome, guys. Okay, also, we just got word from the bosses, folks. Flash sale. $5 off store-wide. Everything at Chat Sports is on sale right now, folks. We got our awesome Browns Report tees for the real ones. What is up, AFX? So, this deal only lasts until 7 p.m. Eastern. Everything is $5 off, folks, at chatsports.com/Browns. If you click that link that I'm putting in the chat, it'll take you to our full collection Everything you see is $5 off at checkout, okay, including the Browns Report tee for the real ones, folks. Flash sale. This is the time to get in, folks. $5 off store-wide, chatsports.com/Browns. Do not miss this deal. It only goes until 7 p.m. Eastern. And you guys that are here with me on the live, get the inside look. Get the inside discount, okay? People who weren't on the live, they are not going to see this deal, folks. So, $5 off until 7 p.m. Eastern to get your Browns merch. Chatsports.com/Browns. Super easy link. And everything you see there is $5 off at checkout. So don't miss out if you are a diehard Brownie. Cash in on deals for everything. In fact, someone said they were born into Browns fandom. We still have our married into this gear in the store right there. Perhaps you married into Browns fandom. There you go. Go to chatsports.com/Browns. All right, folks. So that is the flash sale we've got going on at the store today. Also, I don't have a full Super Chat menu today. Every Super Chat gets a shout-out, though. We'll put you on air. We'll make you a part of the show. And if anyone still wants to get me drinking here, I've twice already on live. You guys have made me do beer bongs, beer boots, the whole shebang. $50 Super Chat. I'm drinking again here on this Friday. Why not? Why not? I want the Browns to go crazy, make some good moves here. We'll go crazy. We'll party hard on the live. Every time I go live, I promise it's going to be a party. So $50 Super Chat, I will do a beer bong. And we have a new chant, all right? Finally, I've got one of my own. I don't know if we'll see it today. That all depends if we get a $50 Super Chat, but I will do a beer bong with our new chant. For the real ones that know, whenever we get a 50, we yell out bang. But that's about it. Now I have a Brown-specific one that we're going to do. If we get a 50, I'm going to introduce producer Parker to it as well. Okay, because he's relatively new at the company, but he's actually been crushing it lately. Shout out to Parker on the ones and twos back there. So plenty of fun, plenty of deals for you guys, and plenty of content to talk about. Coming up on the show today on the Browns Report Live, we're going to do this free agency tracker. We're going to look at all the moves that Cleveland has made, and we are tracking this. We are watching this like a hawk. I've got every single source's notifications on that you could possibly have. I've got people ready to text me, Slack me when things happen. So the minute there's a Browns signing, you guys will be the first to know about it, and we'll go full analysis on that and live react together. Mock draft, that's right. After free agency, we've actually gone out and signed some linemen. So how does this affect the draft plan? Well, I'll have a new mock draft for you guys on today's show. And then a mailbag as always. If you want to be a part of that mailbag, get on the show. Super chat or use the hashtag Browns in the live chat. We are doing a mailbag today, folks. So all you got to do is send in a super chat, and I will make you a part of the show. You can ask a question or share a take in the super chat, and you're going to be in our video on YouTube that goes out later to our 73,000 subscribers. Or in this live chat, if you put the hashtag Browns next to your question or take, that means producer Parker can go through, find some good questions, and you guys can be in our mailbag here at the end of the show. So that's the deal for today's live. If you want to be a part of it, those are some ways you can hop on in. And I'm really excited to do this, guys, honestly. Anytime you get to hop on and talk Browns football is a win here. So let's go through the moves that they've made already, talk about it, and then we can get into our mock draft. AFX already got the first question. Is Parker our new golden boy? We shall see. Time will tell, AFX, but we've been working together all week. Looks like we're working together next week as well for most of it. So the bosses decide those things, but you'll get to know a new Chat Sports employee here, AFX. That is the good news. So let's talk about the moves. Titus Howard started the things off, right? Trade that 5th round pick, one of our 3 at the time, to get an offensive tackle, big position need. Like that move. If you haven't watched my grades, I put out free agency grades this morning, so do not miss out on those. Then Zion Johnson got a fat deal for Zion Johnson, let's say, but he's an average guard. Maybe he'll develop a little bit more, but he's okay. It works. It's better than what we had last year. Quincy Williams, I like this move a lot. 2 years up to 17 mil. I think he can be the next Devin Bush here. The guy, he's actually played at an all-pro level. And I think Mike Rutenberg can get him back to that level. So, love that signing there on defense. Tevin Jenkins is back with Cleveland as well. Elgton Jenkins back with Cleveland as well. Elgton Jenkins said today he will play wherever the team wants him to. So, sources say center, but he was much better as a guard. So, we might actually play him at guard. We'll see. But then you need to draft a center. So, all that will factor in. But I do like the Elgton Jenkins signing, former two-time Pro Bowler on the offensive line. Then Jack Stoll, nice and cheap tight end deal, blocking tight ends, good deal for me. Trey Avery got re-signed. Also, D'Angelo Ross got re-signed. But those are your Browns moves so far, folks. So let me know what you think about those. And then anytime there's a new one, I'm going to have you guys covered here on today's live show. Let's welcome in producer Parker. Welcome in, my guy. How you feeling? Talk to me. What's going on here? Your vantage point of Browns free agency, and how you doing, man?
What's up, Brownies? Let's go.
Let's go, Parker.
We're going live all week.
That's right. We're grinding, folks. We're grinding.
Third live stream of the week. Who's doing it like the Browns Report?
Come on, man. Tell them. Tell them, Parker.
Who's doing it like the Browns Report?
We are grinding out here, folks. Plenty of other channels sitting in that bullpen right now, not live. And I said, let's get on and hang out with the people. Let's talk about the Browns. If there's a signing, I want to be on live for it so that everybody that's a Browns fan can hear about it. The minute there is a move made, you guys will be the first to know about it. Every single source notifications turned on right now. I got people ready to text me, ready to Slack me when there's a Browns move. So, the second we get a Browns signing, you guys will be in the know. We can react together. I'll give you the full analysis of the player. It's going to be a fun party here on another free agency live here. You could say it's the final day of the week. Week 1 of free agency will be in the books. So, shout out to Parker. Parker, what have you thought so far of the Browns free agency, my guy? You know, what are we thinking?
I think the Browns have been killing it.
Hell yeah.
You got to think about it. The worst part of the team last year was the offensive line,
right,
and all they've done is upgrade the offensive line. I mean, they're locked in so that they can help out Shador,
right,
and then if somehow Shador doesn't work out next year, draft a QB in 2027, and you're locked in because you got your O-line all fixed up. Go ahead and draft a receiver in the first round this year, and the rebuild is going very according to plan for Cleveland.
Yeah, no, that's some good stuff right there. I mean, you know, everybody's screaming, we got to get offensive linemen, but then they complain about the offensive linemen we bring in. It's like, there's just not a lot of amazing options, but I think we got some good, solid ones, and the Browns are not afraid to spend money. De'Ami Brown goes back to Washington, a veteran wide receiver on a 1-year deal. That just came in. So another wide receiver off the market, folks. Like I said, anytime there's a move, especially a Browns move, you'll know right away. I like this from Roush Shun. No BS. Browns are winning a Super Bowl. I like it. Nicholas Donovan said, what's up, Joey and Parker? What is up, my guy? Good to see you.
What's up, Troy? What's up, Robert? What's up, AFX?
AFX in the chat? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get those questions in with the hashtag Browns or Super Chat, and we will automatically put you on the show, folks. Do not miss out. And like I said, the first thing we're going to do today is a mock draft. So we've got a mock draft here after the free agency signings, right? What's different about the plan now? Do you need as many offensive linemen in the draft? You still need a couple. You still need a left tackle. What does this mean for the Brownies draft approach? That is going to be the first segment on today's show. Miami Mac, just in time for my lunch break. Let's go. That's how we know we got a real one. Tuning in at work. I love it.
Yeah, guys, we got a banger mock draft episode coming up, so stay tuned, and also make sure you're asking questions with the hashtag Browns so you can get included in the mailbag. I've got all the questions listed out on my monitor right in front of me, but we don't have enough questions. We need you guys to ask questions so that we can get this mailbag going later.
Let's go. Let's do it. I see Kathy / Robert Colbert said, already put one in with the Joey emojis. I love it. I love it. A dog check. Let's go, Troy. Hey, that might be part of our new chant for the first $50 Super Chat. We shall see. But,
let's get a little shout out
here. Shout out Isaac. We got the first Super Chat of the day here. $2 Super Chat. Isaac Conrad, baby. What is going on, my friend? He says, Fort Wayne, born into being a fan. That is pretty cool. Fort Wayne. Where's Fort Wayne? Is that
Indiana?
Is that Indiana?
Indiana, yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know that from 2K?
I do, yeah.
That's how I knew it too. How did I know?
The Mad Ants in 2K.
How did I know? Shout out Fort Wayne, born into being a Browns fan. Let's go. Browns fans for life, right, Isaac? Are you locked in forever? Or are you going to switch up, go to the Colts or something?
I don't think Isaac is switching up on the Browns.
Isaac's a real one, man. That's how you know.
Isaac's a Browns lifer.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Is that I'm blind, but is that Manziel in his profile picture
I
too?
think it is Manziel.
Isaac with the $2 super chat. Let's go, dude. That is a real one, man. Let's go. Shout out to my guy Isaac for the first super chat of the show. And like I said, if you guys want to be a part of the show, send a super chat in. Skip the line. We'll automatically put your question or take in the mailbag. Or use the hashtag Browns in that chat so we can get as many in and see.
Isaac said he's never switching up. I believe him.
Let's go, Isaac. A real one. Brownie for life. All right. First thing we'll do is the mock draft. So we can get that ready, get that set. Also, let's make sure we hit the like button if you're in today's stream, okay? We've got 129 people watching, 40 likes on the stream. We can get that up. You know what we should do, Parker?
I don't think we can start the stream until we get at least 50 likes.
I think we can do better than that, too. I say we go for the magic number. That's what Jack likes to do. We can get 67 likes. We can get 67 likes. We got 133 people watching. Let's get that up to 67 likes to start the show.
Let's go.
If you want to see the full, we have a full mock draft, folks. We're not doing no 1 round, no 2 round, no. We have a 7-round mock draft to get into, okay? Parker's locked into that chair as long as this draft takes. We're locked in to making the Browns better, okay? So, make sure you hit that like button if you want to get into the stream. We can get it. We can get this up. We got 124 people watching, 42 likes. Tap that like button, and then we can get into our mock draft segment on today's show. Do you have a like weigh-in, or I'll see. It's probably something. Yeah, I mean, here, if you just scroll down in your thing, you'll see one somewhere. But that is what we're going to do today, folks. And like I said, if there is a signing at all for the Browns, you'll be the first to know. I mean, if you want, I can update you on every signing because I'll have them all right when they come in. I might as well tell you all about the rest of the league. But when the Browns do something, that's when we care most.
We got to get these likes up before we get into this mock draft.
Let's do it. If you want some good signings for the Browns, like the video right now. Some people want Rasheed Walker. Is that what I'm hearing? I've got a big update for you guys on him too. That'll be my video tonight, so don't miss out on that. Do not miss out. Adam Schefter came in with a quite a big report here. Troy, I like to see Cleveland Browns win a Super Bowl this year. I would love to see that too, Troy. That is the number one thing I want to see in my lifetime. Well, also, and that, and getting married to my soulmate, whoever that is. I don't know where she is. And
maybe this St. Patrick's Day you'll meet her.
Not the places we're going.
No, probably not.
Are we partying hard for St. Patrick's Day this weekend, guys? Are we partying hard? Hey, don't forget, you can get our Cleveland Drinking Team shirt for $5 off right now. Only right now until 7 p.m. Eastern, all right? So if you are partying hard this St. Patrick's Day, join the Cleveland Drinking Team. We're going hard this weekend, folks. I'm not kidding. So if you want to rep the dog pound while you wear green and be festive, I honestly think it's the perfect shirt to get for the weekend. So go to chatsports.com/Browns. $5 off until 7 p.m. Eastern. You can also choose express shipping at checkout so that you get it, hopefully, in time for March 17th. $5 off, though, right now. $5 off. All right. We got over 50 likes. I like it. Keep hitting that like button, and we can get into the mock draft. Van Jefferson to sign with the Commanders. That is new.
I haven't heard his name in years.
Yeah, right? Another wide receiver off the market. There goes Van Jefferson. I really think Cleveland addresses wide receiver in the draft, guys. I bet a lot of money on it, honestly. I don't see, unless it's a trade, I don't see a wide receiver in free agency here that they're willing to pay a bag. The best one left is what? Jawan Jennings? Tyreek Hill, who we don't know if he's going to be healthy. Stephon Diggs, who I don't want on my team right now. So I'm not paying a bag to one of these mid to low tier wide receivers when Cleveland could draft their wide receiver 1 on a rookie deal in the first round. We got 2 first-round picks, which is why we got a hype mock draft to talk about today. Kathy, I love the trade down idea. I am a fiend for the trade down this year at 6. Think about it. And now my mock draft that I'm doing, it's going to be a straight up mock draft. Okay, I'm going to play by the rules of mock drafting and just straight up draft at 6 and 24. But if I'm Cleveland and I'm sitting there at 6, listen, David Bailey's going to go before, but there's a real possibility. There's a big mix here of Caleb Downs being available, Sonny Styles being available, Carnell Tate being available. There will be a Monroe Freeling, Spencer Fano available. Mekhi Lemon, Jordan Tice. All the receivers are going to be there. Like, someone's going to come calling. Jeremiah Love might be there at 6. You're not taking any of the ones that people want. You're not taking Carnell Tate, probably. You're not taking Sonny Styles. You're not taking Jeremiah Love. So, trade down, still get your receiver or lineman, and an extra draft pick. I love the trade down. I love it. But
if you could go down 10 picks, pick up a high second, I think that would be a huge win.
That'd be such a win. A second is gold again, too. Got Swessinger in the second last year. Like, you're going to get another stud in the second this year defensively, I think. And if you had a second,
I mean, honestly, if somebody's trading up to 5, you might be able to pick up a second and a fourth. Or maybe even a second and a third.
I mean, and if Dallas comes calling to draft Caleb Downs, or who knows, like, Ruben Bain will probably be there. These defensives, Ardell Reese could fall to 6, and someone might call you for him.
Yeah.
Like, there's some studs on defense that we probably aren't going to draft. Cowboys have 2 first-round picks. I think they'd give you one of, or both of them if you make a big deal.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of people would have been mocking the Browns trade 6 and their second for the Cowboys 2 firsts.
That'd be a huge win for the Browns.
Oh, I'd take that. But have 3 first-round picks. But also, a lot of people want a 2027 first. So,
yeah.
Lots of fun to talk about for the draft, guys. But like I said, let's do our 7-round mock draft on today's show. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I'm ready when you are.
We all ready? Let's do it. Can we do a Yazoo? Put a hashtag Browns on that, my friend. We could put that in the mailbag. He said, can we do a double signing with the Diggs brothers? Family discount? Maybe. There you go. Roy's got a question in. Yeah, keep getting those questions in. Remember, super chat if you want to be on the show. Let me know. And we can get into the mock draft here. I think that's a good time to do it, Parker. What do you say? Cool. Got everything you needed? Everything you need? Okay, cool. And then remember, for this, since this is going out tomorrow, the $5 off deal only is today until 7 p.m. So just do the normal ones for the mock draft. Cool? Because the special $5 off deal is only for today, right now. The real ones watching right now. Until 7 p.m. Eastern. Everything is $5 off at chatsports.com/Browns. So, alrighty. Mock draft time, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it. 7 rounds. Let's lock in, baby. Prove this team. Ready? 9 total draft picks, folks. Let's do this. We're doing a full 7-round mock draft for the Cleveland Browns after their free agency signings in week 1. Let's improve this team. 9 draft picks. If we hit, we can really do it. So, that's what's going to be today's show. And if you are a diehard Browns fan, if you're a real one, if you like the channel, go on over to chatsports.com/Browns Report. We are finally excited to have merch for the Browns Report, folks. Shout out to all of you guys. You make this possible. If you want to rep this awesome t-shirt, okay, if you are a real one, get yours today at chatsports.com/Browns Report. This is for my dog pound faithful, folks. That is chatsports.com/Browns Report. You can get this now, only $24.99 at our store here. If you live and breathe Cleveland Browns, if you bleed brown and orange, this is the show for you. This is the channel for you. This is the shirt to show it off. So go to chatsports.com/Browns Report and get that now. You can play GM while wearing this as we get into our mock draft here. All right, so first of all, this is the big one. Pick number 6. And by the way, I'm going to do a straight mock draft on today's show. I'm drafting where we're at. I love the trade down for Cleveland at pick 6. I'm just going to draft straight up here on today's show, 7-round mock. How does it look if we're sitting pretty in the first round? And with the 6th pick in the NFL draft, the Cleveland Browns select Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Left tackle specifically. I think there's a very real possibility this is the route Cleveland goes. Not only the Georgia connection to Todd Monken, who won back-to-back national championships at the University of Georgia. I bet you he's on the phone with Kirby Smart right now. Tell me about Monroe Freeling. And I bet he's raving about him. You see the PFF grades from last year for Monroe Freeling. Pass blocking excelled, 85.7. Could use a little work as a run blocker, but he's going to play left tackle. And to have that good of a pass blocker out there would do wonders for the Cleveland Browns. He really picked it up the second half of the season. He's an incredible prospect with a ton of upside. Now, not a whole lot of experience. This is where some people are worried about Monroe Freeling, right? Doesn't have much more to look out outside of 2025. But the athleticism and potential and size of Monroe Freeling is incredible. Who knows about RAS scores? RAS score for Monroe Freeling out of 10, 9.99. He comes in at over 6'7", 315, and his 40-yard dash is under 5. Runs a sub 540. He's a freak athlete with great footwork, great movement. It's exactly what we need on that left tackle spot, which is our biggest need right now. So my take on what the Browns will do is take the best left tackle in the draft, whether that's them sitting at 6 or trading down a few spots. That's going to be their first pick. Now, there's also the possibility that they sign Rasheed Walker to play left tackle and then draft Carnell Tate or their favorite wide receiver at pick 6. That's possible too. But right now, after free agency week 1, that glaring hole, that glaring need remains left tackle. And so I think Monroe Freeling is a very serious pick for the Cleveland Browns here. And if he is a little developmental, he might not start week 1. They might play him behind DeJuan Jones for a game or two. They might still get Rasheed Walker and play Freeling behind him. You never know. But I think Freeling is their pick early in the first round. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about that? Do you want the Browns to draft Monroe Freeling? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Get a letter in the comment section. Do you want the big left tackle coming to Cleveland? Let me know. Y for yes, N for no. We move on to pick 24 in the first round. The Cleveland Browns select Jordan Tyson. By the way, I did this mock draft on PFF. These are picks that I was able to land. So I'm not just throwing them out willy-nilly here, but there's a real possibility that Jordan Tyson slides all the way to 24 just because of some injury concerns. And if that is the case, that is an absolute steal for the Cleveland Browns that late in the first round. Had it not been for any injuries of Jordan Tyson's career, the man would be in the top 6 conversation. The man would be in best wide receiver in the draft conversation. His game is perfect, translates to the NFL beautifully. You see some of the numbers on your screen. Also did a year at Colorado. Deion Sanders loves him. He endorsed him publicly on Twitter, says Jordan Tyson is him. Would be great if Shedeur Sanders, your quarterback, to link him up with a guy who played at Colorado. I also think he's got a great personality when you listen to his press conferences. Size, speed, savvy route runner. It's everything you want in a wide receiver. 6'2", 200, great build for a wide receiver as well. Could he be a future Cleveland Browns wide receiver 1? If he slides to 24, I would be shocked if the Browns don't pull the trigger. There's also that Cleveland connection, right? His brother, Jalen Tyson, is a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Jordan Tyson joked that they could buy a house together and Big Bro would pay for it. But he's got the ties to Cleveland. This could definitely be a Browns move in the making. Otherwise, if he's gone, I could see Omar Cooper Jr. going 24 to Cleveland if Monroe Freeling's pick 6. Let's move on to the second round with the 39th pick in the NFL draft, the Brownies. I'm going D'Angelo Ponds, okay? I like his game a lot. Now, he's about 5'9" as a corner, but he has got hops. He's got sticky coverage. The corner out of Indiana will be a second-round pick, and I think Cleveland pulls the trigger to add another stud corner to that depth chart. Denzel Ward, best corner in the league at times, but does Denzel Ward stay healthy every game? We all know that's not true. We all know that's not the case. So you do need another depth piece in that corner, and that's a pretty nasty cornerback room if you had Ponds, Ward, and Campbell. Oh, my goodness, no more deep shots against us, I'm telling you right now. Look at the coverage stats here for D'Angelo Ponds. 2 interceptions last year. You can go back to those coverage stats, Producer Parker, because I do want to highlight some of those. But, not bad at tackling, too, but he really is just an incredible lockdown coverage corner. Look at the quarterback completion percentage when he's targeted, 59%. No one's ever thrown a touchdown against him in 2025. Broke up 13 passes, do not go his way. Quarterback rating 53.5. So I like Pons a lot. I like his game a lot. He's experienced in college football as well, and he's ready to hit the draft, part of that national championship winning team at Indiana, and that defense was a good reason why. And we actually had our guys at Chat Sports, boots on the ground at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. You guys that subscribed to the channel know that already. One of our Chat Sports hosts went up against D'Angelo Pons one-on-one. I am not kidding. Maybe you've seen the clip surface social media already, but if you haven't, we've got the privilege of showing you it on the show today because our guys took the video here in Indy at the NFL Combine. Take a look at our Chat Sports host going up one-on-one against D'Angelo Pons.
Ready, go! Can't get off! He can't get off! Let's go! D'Angelo, you're a real one.
That was absolute lockdown coverage. That was clamps. That was straps, okay? You could tell that is an NFL corner in the making, and you could tell my boy Billy is not an NFL wide receiver in the making. But shout out to Billy because he actually does our Ohio State channel. He's a big Ohio State fan, so we do have an OSU channel at Chat Sports now. Subscribe to Billy if you are a Buckeyes fan as well. But my guy got clamped up, okay? So shout out. We saw it firsthand. Maybe that's why I'm high on D'Angelo Pons. But no, if you watch the film, he's actually great in college against NFL guys, potential NFL guys as well. So that was the video I wanted to show you guys. Shout out to Billy for that. Let's go to round 3. I still think you take a guard here if you're Cleveland. And I love Keelan Rutledge, the offensive guard out of Georgia Tech. We don't know the situation with Joel Bitonio. We do know Zion Johnson is a Cleveland Brown. He's getting a lot of money, so he's got to start. Tevin Jenkins re-signed to play guard, but is he the starting guard of this football team? I don't know. I think Jenkins could be rotated in again, just like he was last year. Played in all 17 games, but only made 4 starts. And so you look at the Browns' offensive line, the depth chart, right? This is how it shakes out right now. Elgton Jenkins, who played center all last year, probably center this year, but he said he'll play wherever we need him. And he might be better as a guard. So you could do the old, this is going to be a puzzle piece for the Browns to figure out in the offseason, right? But you could do the old Jenkins at guard, Zion at guard, 2 tackles, Titus and DeJuan Jones, and then draft a center. But realistically, based on everything that these players did last year and how Cleveland gone out and got them, this is what the line would look like, and I would get another guard to come in and compete if that's the case. And Keelan Rutledge, talk about RAS scores, his was pretty much off the charts too. I mean, 9.62. Look at his 40. 5.5 for 5.05 really for an offensive guard. Another guy with great footwork, another guy that is good at being an athlete and I think is strong and can just move people in the run game. Keelan Rutledge got a lot of buzz lately. I will take him here in that round. Let us move on to Jacoby Lane. Pick 107 here, 4th round. He's a wide receiver that I actually am really getting high on here, and I'm surprised other people aren't buying in as much. Now, Cleveland will take multiple wide receivers in this draft. This is a deep wide receiver draft class. This is a big position in need for the Browns, and like I said on my live show, I don't see free agency being the answer for the Browns at wide receiver. There's not a lot of good names. There's not a lot of names that are going to sign for cheap either. You have to overpay, like Alec Pierce got such a big deal. Alec Pierce might not be a wide receiver 1 in a lot of different teams, So I think Cleveland's going to draft at least 2 wide receivers here, if not make a trade. And Jacoby Lane is a nice late steal. At 6'4", 200 pounds, he ran a 4.47 40. The dude's a speedster who you can throw it up to win a 50-50 ball. And Jacoby Lane was getting a lot of buzz at USC preseason. A lot of people had him as one of the best wide receivers in college football. Mekhi Lemon passed him, but Lane is definitely still a force to be reckoned with. Here's the scouting report. Red zone stalwart. When you get down there, when you get down inside the 20, let's even go to the 25, and Shador's looking where to go, Jacoby Lane's going to be one-on-one, streaking down the field. You get even closer to the 10, 1st and goal, 2nd and goal. Jacoby Lane, 6'4", throw it up, baby. And then you're going to have Isaiah Bond. You're going to have Jerry Jeudy running routes over the middle. we could be a diverse offense here with Todd Monken calling the plays if you get 2 wide receivers in this draft, or at least one late that could play that sort of role. Catch radius, he'll catch anything that's near him. Hand-eye coordination and gliding strides. That's why you see that speed, right? He's got long strides at 6'4". So I like him as a late-round receiver. I'm not locked into Jacoby Lane being the pick. Just when I did the mock draft, he was the one that was available. Couldn't find some of the other ones that I really liked, but I do like Jacoby Lane as well at 6'4", running a 4.47. Some other late wide receiver steals that you could maybe get. Zachariah Branch was there in the second round, third round. I thought about him in the second, I believe. Georgia connection. Gets a lot of screens, but that's pretty good for the Browns offense. If the offensive line we had last year is somewhat like this year, well, you're just going to need a guy who can get the ball out quick, and he's a yards after catch machine. Skylar Bell. I had a buddy that works at ESPN text me the other day. He sent me some Skylar Bell film and said, dude, I might have found the next Antonio Brown. And he's like, I know it's a crazy comp, but he's watching the tape, and Skylar Bell has made some plays at UConn. He's athletic, just sort of ball tracking skills for Skylar Bell. He's also really fast, ran a great 40. So I don't know where Skylar Bell will go, but he's a name I like that will go outside of the first round at least. Bryce Lance I really like too. Same deal as Jacoby Lane, where he's super tall and super fast. Also the brother of NFL quarterback Trey Lance. So some other names I like here. I went with Jacoby Lane because he was available while I was doing this on PFF. Let's go to round 5. Pick 146. I'm going with the tight end. I'm going Dallin Bentley, Utah tight end. Mel Kiper said he's one of the better tight ends in this draft, and that Utah is becoming tight end U with guys like Dalton Kincaid coming out, and Dallin Bentley kind of resembles him a little bit heavier, but great receiver. I mean, had 620 receiving yards last season and 6 touchdowns for Dallin Bentley. And so we brought in Jack Stoll. He's a blocking tight end. We like to use 2 tight ends that can catch the football and get some receiving yards too. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns aren't done with receiving tight ends, and Dallin Bentley late in the draft could be that guy for your Cleveland Browns. So look out for Bentley here out of Utah late in this draft. Let's move on. Like I said, let's say full 7-round mock draft. We're hitting every 9 picks. And I would be remiss if I didn't take another defensive player here in this draft that has so much good defensive talent. So how about one of them Texas Tech Red Raiders here, Skylar Gill-Howard, for a late-round, 5th-round pick. I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland does add another member to that defensive line. Now, the Browns' D-line was ranked the best unit in football, according to PFF, and I agree with that assessment. However, you saw what happened when Malik Collins went down. The run defense got crushed. Did it or did it not? And so a guy like Skylar Gill-Howard, who is a great run stuffer and could actually help if, you get another injury on that line. You lost Cameron Thomas in free agency. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns add another depth piece here on defense. So I go with Skylar Gill-Howard because he fell, and I like his game, but also could look out for an extra member of the secondary here for Cleveland. Perhaps that's coming up. Round 6, pick 205. Taylon Green, the quarterback out of Arkansas. And, we just got to note that Rasheed Walker's signing with the Panthers, by the way, as I am filming this, folks. There you go. Taylon Green, I'm not drafting him to necessarily play quarterback, folks. But I don't know if you've seen the buzz on Taylon Green. The dude's a freak athlete. Freak athlete. Maybe we move him to wide receiver. Can we move him to wide receiver? Seriously. Check this out. RAS score of 9.99 again. The numbers are off the charts. This is a quarterback that ran a 4.37 40. It's an NFL record for quarterbacks at the combine. Broke Anthony Richardson's record. Freak vertical jump, 43.5. Higher than Saquon Barkley's. Those are wide receiver numbers, guys. He's an insane athlete. Monken loves the mobile quarterbacks. What if we draft him to put him in different plays to get out there, run the option, and just be a freak athlete running the football here, taking the snap, and let's go. Just an absolute beast. His stock rose after the combine. I'll take him late in this draft. Round 7, pick 248. Lorenzo Styles Jr. Let's get another Buckeye, baby. The safety here for Cleveland. I actually think he might be utilized well on special teams for the Browns too, but I think he's a good safety option to have in the room because he ran the fastest 40-yard dash time in Ohio State history. 4.27. Blazing speed. Give me Lorenzo Styles Jr. in the 7th round. That's a steal for Cleveland. Get another Buckeye coming to Cleveland. I think that's how we can wrap up this mock draft. Folks, so be the GM. If you're Andrew Berry, who is the number one player that you want the Browns to draft? Comment a name down below in that comment section. Let me know who you want Cleveland to bring in this year. But that is my 7th-round mock draft. Let me know how I did in the comment section. As always, subscribe for more draft content. All right, this is coming up. This is big for us, folks. 2 first-round picks. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm your host, Joe Donahue, and we'll see you on the next Browns episode. Unbelievable. Rasheed Walker is signing with the Panthers, folks. Well, that kind of kills the whole video I was going to do tonight. We're cooked. Monroe Freeling is definitely the pick now, folks. I'll tell you that. And the update I had from Adam Schefter was that it would be a 1-year deal for Rasheed Walker. It is a 1-year deal for Rasheed Walker. Panthers. Wow. Dude, the Panthers are spending. 1-year deal for Rasheed Walker. No more left tackle option for the Browns there. Did that come in on our graphic yet? Rasheed Walker. Unbelievable, folks. The Panthers stole him. The Panthers stole him. Oh, what's this? Wow. Unreal. Cap adjustments. The Browns just gained some cap space. That's pretty good. Unbelievable, folks. Rasheed Walker, left tackle, is now a member of the Carolina Panthers. The Brownies do not land their LT. And Tyler Conklin just signed with the Lions. Another tight end off the board. Unreal. There you go, folks. There's the news. We got it in right away. Signing with the Carolina Panthers on a 1-year deal. Rasheed Walker is no longer an option for the Brownies, folks. Monroe Freeling, you are a Cleveland Brown in the 1st round. I'm telling you that. We need a left tackle so badly. I don't think he wanted to go to the Browns, to be honest, because apparently he was looking around and couldn't find the right deal, and not many left tackle needy teams are out there. There was Detroit and Cleveland, and, well, Panthers apparently. So there you go, folks. Rasheed Walker is off the board. Left tackle, still a question mark. Get ready. Get set. AFX with the $2 super chat. Yes, the Broncos have not signed anybody, AFX. That is correct. I think they're gearing up to make a trade. They've not really signed anybody that isn't on their own team. Yeah, bring us Taylor Decker. I'm with you, AFX. That's the last left tackle option out there. Bring us Taylor Decker. Bring us Taylor Decker, folks. We could adjust things to that. Yeah, I'd like that. Rasheed Walker is off the board, folks. Can you believe it? That's right, Jackson Green. Let's get Taylor Decker, baby. Let's get those TDs, just like it's a watch party. Hey, AFX with the 2. You hear the Broncos haven't signed anyone yet. I did hear that, AFX. I did hear that. And at least we are making moves. At least we are making moves. I think they're going to try. They're going for a wide receiver. That's what they need. And like I said, I love the wide receiver market in free agency this year. I would have been down to trade for Michael Pittman. Frickin' Steelers beat us to it for cheap. But that's I did hear about that, AFX. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. What is up, Mike Nintendo? Yo, Mike. I'm grinding this week, bro. Live stream after live stream because I'm dedicated to this Browns football team. So when you make your rankings, hopefully I'm still up. Like I said, we are grinding, baby. Every time there's a piece of Browns news, I'll be here for you guys. Hopefully we get a Browns signing. I'm waiting. But we got Rasheed Walker to the Panthers just now, folks. That is the latest. What up, Pat Wooey? Hey, what'd you guys think of the mock draft, chat? Who do we want Cleveland to draft? Let me know in that comment section. Jackson Green said he wanted Rasheed Walker so bad. Well, chose Carolina. 1-year deal, though. That's exactly what my source had said. That's what Adam Schefter said. So, 1-year deal. I think he's going to try the market again next year. That's the move. So, there we go. There we go, folks. Yo, what up, Pat Wooey? Lando, you still in the chat? Shout out AFX for that $2 super chat. If you want to get on the show, send a super chat in. We'll shout you out. Keep hitting that like button, too. We're close to 100 likes. Tap that like button right now so we can get into our next segment, which is the mailbag, folks. Which is the mailbag, okay? I want to answer all your questions. If you want to be a part of this show, hop on in. Super chatters get it. Hashtag Browns with a question or take. You got a good shot right now. We need more questions. So, hashtag Browns and put your take or question in there. Okay? So maybe it's, here we go. So maybe it's this. Hashtag Browns Shador Sanders should start. Or maybe you have a question or a take. Let me know. We want to answer all your questions. So get them in there. There we go. Jackson Green's got a trade question right there. Hey, that's something to think about. That's something to think about. I like that question low-key. You got that BTJ question, Parker, just there? Kind of like that. It's a good one. Get your questions in if you want to be part of the show. And we'll do the mailbag. You let me know when you're ready, obviously, Mr. Parker. No rush. Because I know you got it's tough scenes. Welcome to the biz. Frickin' Rasheed Walker, man. Decides to go to the Panthers. He sucks anyway. I didn't want him. Lions. Taylor Decker I do want. Hell yeah. Taylor Decker could be the greatest player of all time. If he comes to the Browns. If he doesn't, he sucks too. Come on. Get us a left tackle. Get us an LT, bro. I'm telling you, Monroe Freeling's a Brown. I'm telling you that right now. We didn't get Rasheed Walker. So this is what's happening. This is what's happening. I don't know what else the answer would be. I wouldn't mind playing Elgton Jenkins at guard, by the way. Means we need to draft a center because I don't want Luke Whippler to be starting center again, but it means we need to draft a center. Is that right? Is that the right layer? That looks different. Did you use the model that was in there? What's the layer called that you're pulling from? Oh yeah, no. Go to do it in YouTube comments for this in GFX3, and then everybody that says hashtag Browns will pop up. Yeah, you see that? There you go. All right, Parker's getting your questions, everybody. There we go. So remember, if you want to be making it in super chat right now. People arguing about BTJ in that comment section. Jake Slaughter, I wouldn't mind Jake Slaughter. I like him. It'd be interesting to see how they do this offensive line puzzle. You know? So, yeah. All right, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. 20 likes away. tap the like button. And, let's remind the people about our flash sale, though. Let's remind the people that it's just $5 off until 7 p.m. Eastern time, guys. This is your last chance. And you guys being the real ones, I want to give you the exclusive look at it. Everything in the store is $5 off. Flash sale. This is today only. So if you love the Cleveland Browns, you want to get your merch, go to chatsports.com/Browns. Find the whole collection. Everything's on there. Everything's $5 off at checkout. The Browns Report t-shirt, the Cleveland Drinking Team, the Married Into This sweatshirt. It's unisex. It is all $5 off only now, only today, until 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't want you guys to miss out on this deal because this is for the real ones. I'm promoting this on the live, folks, so you guys can see it. $5 off store-wide for the 130 people that are real ones in the chat. Chatsports.com/Browns. $5 off now until 7 p.m. Eastern only. Let me know. Shout out Jackson Green. Live like everybody. Best Browns show in the world. Appreciate you, my friend. Show the support. Get the merch. Chatsports.com/Browns. $5 off now, today only, until 7, folks. Wanted to make sure you guys got in on that awesome deal, okay? There we go. There we go. If you want to get on the show, super chat. Like I said, that other deal still stands. $50 super chat. I'm doing a beer bong here. Make this a party. We'll debut our new dog pound bang chant. Should be pretty funny. All right, so we will get into the mailbag shortly. If you guys want to be in it, make sure you get your questions in. Yeah, Carolina's spending. Yep. That new number, let's think about it for a second. Let's see how much Taylor Decker would cost anyway. I think he wants money, obviously. I think he wants good money because he's still one of the best tackles, better tackles, better stats than Walker too, by the way. I mean, just because of his age, I don't know if he'll get the bag though. I could see that. I could see it might be 20 though. He got 20 last year. You know what? Just keep it. Just keep it. I think it could be 20. Alrighty, we'll get into the mailbag soon, folks. Get those questions in. Get those questions in. Do you know the money yet for Rasheed Walker? Let me look. Just 1-year deal, no money yet? That's what I'm seeing. We just know that they've reached an agreement for a 1-year deal. We'll see how much Rasheed Walker is getting from the Panthers, but he is off the board, folks. There we go. Hey, welcome everybody just joining. Tap that like button. We are 14 likes away from 100 likes. With 163 people in the building, we're about to do a Q&A, so you guys' voice can be heard. We're making you a part of the show. Use the hashtag Browns in the live chat to comment a question for me or a take. And then if you super chat, we'll skip the line and we'll make you in our YouTube video that we're about to post for the weekend. So, like the video. Shout out to Robert Colbert, who already did. And we're getting ready to dive into the mailbag. How's that sound? Sound good to you, Parker? Sounds pretty sweet, folks. All right, if that is the case, oh yeah, huh? Hell yeah. Alrighty. Bang. You guys about to see something funny on my Twitter. So make sure you give me a follow there. I'll shout everybody out that follows me. You guys are about to see something funny. in the show today. All right. Let's do it. Mailbag time. Hit the like button. Let's get into this show. Our mailbag episode. I say we hop right in. Do it. Welcome into the Browns Report, everybody. I am your host, Joey O'Donohue. We are talking about the latest Browns rumors across the league, and I'm answering all your questions today on today's show, okay? So whatever you want to know about, whatever your takes are, it's time to respond. But I do want to bring this to light. I'm trying to get Quinshon Judkins to answer me, okay? I guess you can't see the total views here, but this tweet is at 27,000 views right now. It's blowing up. So, if you guys could help me out, if we could get some more likes so that Quinshon can reply to this, that would be great. I want to know. I said, hey, Quinshon, what do you think of Carnell Tate? Are you guys boys? You guys hang out? Ohio State connection over there? I just want to give me a little something here, okay? If he says like, oh, I love Carnell, rumors are going to fly. So let's get Quinshon to respond. I need you guys to follow me on X so that we can do that and go like that post up right now. Get me to 1,000 followers. Currently, we sit at 717. Need 283 to do it. So if you guys can help me out, like the video, like that post, blow it up so that Judkins sees it. Maybe we can get a response on if he wants Carnell Tate in Cleveland too. Let me know by following me on Twitter, JoeyO70. That is where you can find me. I'm going to paste that link in. You can find it in the comments section of today's show. So follow me on X, JoeyO70. Shout out Miami Mac, who just liked it, like that tweet. Let's blow it up so Judkins sees it. Let me know. All right, the first question on today's show is AFX. My guy says, are the Browns going to sign a wide receiver or any more offensive line depth? This is a good question, AFX. I'll tell you what, from the Browns' perspective. You look at the free agency market this year for wide receivers. It's not my favorite. The best wide receiver was what? Alec Pierce? I think he got a little bit paid more than his worth. And so, from Cleveland's perspective, the best receivers remaining, Jawan Jennings, he's going to want a bag. I don't think they're going to use their limited cap space that's left over on a mid to low tier wide receiver that wants too much money. Their draft plan will feature the wide receiver. This is a deep draft class of wide receivers specifically. I believe they addressed the wide receiver problem in the 2026 NFL draft. Maybe there's a trade that gets swung. Like, I don't know, Brian Thomas Jr. has been in rumors, but the Jaguars GM said, hey, that is not going to happen. So I really do think the draft is where the wide receiver gets addressed. So I don't see a big name wide receiver getting signed, but shout out AFX for the question. Maybe a cheaper deal for event, though. Jackson Green, another real one of the channel lately. How about 24th pick for BTJ and then draft Freeling at 6? It's a great question here from Jackson Green. The 24th pick straight up in a trade for Brian Thomas Jr. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not giving up a first for BTJ. I mean, some struggles last year, some drops, some effort issues. Still on a rookie contract, so, I do think that there's some potential, there's some upside, some flashes there, and his rookie year was great. Last year, not so much. So I'm not buying BTJ for a first after his worst season when we could be drafting a Jordan Tyson, an Omar Cooper, a Carnell Tate at 6. I think the draft will get you your wide receiver 1 on a rookie deal, and he's yours. Don't need to trade BTJ for that first. If it's a second, I'll listen. Marvin Harrison Jr. for a second, I'll think about it. But that 24th pick, that's ours. I'm keeping it instead of BTJ. But Freeling at 6, I'll take that. U.S. Army wants to know, Browns trade down again. Someone is desperate for pass rush help. U.S. Army, thank you so much for this take. I'm a big trade down guy this year. You're sitting there at pick 6, and listen, you're going to have guys that people want that you're not taking available. I'm talking Caleb Downs could be there. Arvell Reese could be there. Sonny Styles will be there. All the receivers could be there. Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, and Jordan Tyson. Monroe Freeling, Maui Noah, Fano, a combination of them is going to be there. So you can move down, get an additional high draft pick for moving down, and you'll still get the guy you want. You could still get the top receiver by trading down all the way to 12, perhaps, 14. I love the trade down this year if you're drafting for positional need, which the Browns are this year. This is not a full traditional rebuild. They've got a good defense. They've got pieces on offense. They are drafting for need this year. That's lineman and receiver. So the trade down's great because a team will trade up for you to get that defensive talent. And you weren't going to take them anyway. But you get an additional draft pick to get who you wanted. I love the trade down. Don't be surprised if and when they do it. Mike Nintendo, is there a chance the Browns still use a first on O-lineman? There's a big chance that happens, Mike, especially with the news that Rasheed Walker decides to go to the Panthers for a one-year deal. So I do think Cleveland is really looking at Monroe Freeling. I think they're considering Spencer Fano, but Freeling is the true left tackle of this draft. Caleb Lomu maybe later in the first or early second too, but I think Freeling is getting real serious buzz and connection to the Browns right now. You need a left tackle so badly. He's got such high upside. Absolutely, I think a tackle specifically could be drafted in the first round for Cleveland. Let's go to Brownie Boy. Well, here we go. What are the Browns going to do at left tackle? Taylor Decker or Monroe Freeling? Who would I rather have? Great question. I love Taylor Decker. I really do. And he is still one of the better tackles in this game. He's experienced. He's been balling for years, and last year he was still productive. You look at some of his PFF grades from last season and 894 snaps. Versatile guy that plays tackle, pass blocking, 69.5. Run blocking, 62.1. It's okay. Only allowed 2 sacks, though. And so for a guy that will play your most important position, tackle's more important now than ever in the National Football League, I think he's someone that could really come in and help out the Cleveland Browns. Now, he's a little older, so this is probably more of a one-stop shop here for Taylor Decker, 1 to 2 year deal. I do think Decker wants to get paid for this 1 to 2 year deal, though. $20 million could be his market. And the tackles, this is what they want. You're looking at guys getting, quote-unquote, overpaid, like Tyler Linderbaum. They're saying, hey, I'm a good tackle. It's so important you need me. You better pay me. So that's an expensive option to get Taylor Decker. Would love him if we get him, but that's the rest of your cap right there. You're going to need some cap for the draft picks. And Monroe Freeling, maybe he is that draft pick. I just made a mock draft, and I had the Browns take Monroe Freeling because of his high upside. Great footwork. Great speed and athleticism for a 6'7" left tackle. The upside, tremendous here. His pass blocking was great at Georgia, especially in the second half of the season. There's a Georgia connection there with Todd Monken, too. So I think Freeling is the guy Cleveland would opt for if you're telling me pick one right now. I think they've done their spending in free agency on linemen. I think they traded for one in Titus Howard. And I think they're going to draft a couple, too. That's what Andrew Berry said. We're going to model the Bears. We're going to find linemen in every way, shape, or form you can find them. By re-signing guys, by trading for guys, by signing guys in free agency and drafting some. All that's left is the draft. I think Freeling, with that upside, as a good developmental prospect, but also he's ready to play right now. He's 6'7", 300 pounds, and great footwork. I mean, what more do you need? So, I think Freeling's where they go, but I want you to pick a left tackle in the comment section for me right now. If it's Taylor Decker, type TD. If it's Monroe Freeling, type MF. If you can get away with typing MF, I guess. But let me know by typing initials in the comment section. Which way does Cleveland go for that left tackle hole? Let me know in the comment section. I do think it is Freeling if you ask me right now, which you did. Before we go on with more questions for my real ones that are watching the video right now, that are a part of these shows, that love the Cleveland Browns, if you bleed brown and orange, this is the shirt for you. This is the channel for you. Chatsports.com/Browns Report. Brand new merch on our website. Get yours today at chatsports.com/Browns Report. I will put this link in the comment section and description of today's video. I don't want you guys to miss out on merch for the real ones, and I will give shout-outs to everybody who joins our family by buying our Browns Report shirts for only $24.99 on the next episode. So, going over to chatsports.com/Browns Report. Easy link to remember to get your Browns shirt today, folks. Don't miss out. Appreciate you all that are real ones that tune into the show. So I wanted to be able to make this for you guys and get your merch here at chatsports.com/Browns Report. Next up, Jamin. I feel like we have a trade lined up in the draft already, honestly. Similar to how we did last year. We had it planned for a long time with us opening cap space pre-June 1st. I like this take from Jay. I think with this, though, Jay, a lot of the draft day trades come on draft day. You work the phones then. definitely think they're thinking about it. Definitely think they're exploring it. Andrew Berry even said they are open to trading down, just like they did last year. I definitely think they're planning that out, Jay. But this will depend on who's there. You don't know what the top 5 teams are going to do. What if the Giants take Caleb Downs and then nobody wants, the Cowboys don't want to trade up the anymore? I think there's a very high chance that a lot of defensive studs that other teams want are available, though, at pick 6. So, love the trade down. Think they're definitely considering it. But that's the fun of this business. You don't know who will be there. And so we will know on draft day only if that trade down comes to fruition. I'll be live on the channel for it, so don't miss out. It's going to be a lot of fun to have a draft watch party. Roy Reamer, how to improve our special teams by using draft picks? Question mark. Well, the number one way to improve the special teams this year is complete. Get Bubba Ventrone out of the building. And guess what? He is no longer our special teams coordinator. We brought a new one in who worked under Rich Bisaccia for a long time, one of the better special team coaches in history, and he's running his own unit now for the Cleveland Browns. So that's step one. That step's complete. You also probably draft a returner. And you draft some depth guys late in the draft, like you mentioned here, that'll run that special teams unit in terms of, coverage units, kicking units. Yeah, you need some dogs that are undrafted free agents and late-round picks, I would say, for the special teams unit. Some corners that they re-signed as well, like D'Angelo Ross will be on that unit. And then you brought back Bojorquez, who has a leg, had some shanks last year, but I think with our new coach and system, could be better for him too. And like I said, get a returner. I can't watch Gage Larvin go back there and muff punts anymore. I'd rather Isaiah Bond get back there and return the punts, okay? Which I think he got a couple kick returns on him, but get Bond back there. Why can't he be that? The guy's a speedster. And so I think you bring in another returner, or at least don't let it be Larvin. That's something. Jake Heath, another Brownie real one. Joey, did you watch the Eric DeCosta press conference? You mean the complete BS from Eric DeCosta? I saw clips of it. Just proves that they're scumbags. He didn't even deny it. But he did say he was gutted that the trade didn't go through. You knew you could get Trey Hendrickson, and you backed out of the deal. The organization has done this in years past before. It's scummy. Nobody's going to want to do business with them anymore. Everybody hates the Ravens. We've been hating the Ravens for forever. I'm glad everybody else sees it now. But I did see some of those clips, Jake Heath. Ridiculous. Next question is from Shadaddy. My fans, man. Some of these fans. All right, how are you feeling about Coach Todd Monken going into next year? I love Coach Monken. I'm not going to lie. Good question here. Good save. But I love Todd Monken a lot, honestly. I think he is an offensive mind, brilliant offensive mind. What I love about him the most, not only his personality, he's a no-nonsense guy. Players love him. He goes to systems, and he brings the most out of the quarterbacks in that system. So if Shador's the starter, I think we're going to see fireworks with Monken and Sanders, man. We saw plays made by Shador last year. I was watching Shador film last night. That's what I do in my free time. I just go back and watch film of the Browns, and I watched some of those Shador plays. I've never seen anything like it. Like some of the throws, I'm like, oh my goodness, we hit on a franchise quarterback. Other times, I'm like, who was that? Geno Smith? Like, the contrast is crazy, honestly. I got to be honest with you guys. And I just want to see him with a good coach right now. What could this be with Shador and Todd Monken? He is a playmaker, but I think you got to just make it easy for the kid. You got to have it where it's like guys are open and there's time. I guarantee you anybody will look much better when there's time versus when there's no time to throw. And so I think Shador could be a guy that wins you games next year. Absolutely, if you focus on building the line, which Cleveland is doing. And I love Todd Monken. I think he's going to be, honestly, one of the better coaches in the league in a few years. He'll be a Coach of the Year candidate. I love him. I'm glad we got him in Cleveland. He's hungry and motivated as a first-time head coach, too. It almost feels like it's not real. We're not used to having this many good things in Cleveland. I think Todd Monken, coming from the Ravens system and offense, you're going to see this is exactly what we needed. Are you guys excited about Todd Monken as well? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comment section. I've liked the Todd Monken hire since it happened. I know a lot of people didn't, and then they came around to it. So are you with me now? If you're excited about Todd Monken, type Y for yes. If you're not, type N for no. Let me know in the comment section. Also, like I said, don't forget to follow me on X, Joey070. Quinshon, reply to me, my guy. So that's where you can find me. Give me a follow and always subscribe to the channel if you want to be part of these videos and you love the Browns. Stay up to date here by subscribing. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time on the Browns Report. Woo! So just a girl said, don't compare him to Geno Smith. Hey, I said that he made some questionable mistakes last year. I'm a Shador guy. I'm also honest and a Browns fan. I want what's best for this team. Oh, I know. The Shador Colorado film last year, absolutely. That's why Mel Kiper said he was a first-round pick. He's got flashes. He's got talent. Absolutely. You think we're going to sign anyone else? I'll let you know if we do solid. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Rasheed Walker's deal is worth it's only a max of $10 million? We could have got him for that cheap. He wanted like 20. We could have got Rasheed Walker for 10 mil. Oh, man. Went to the stupid Panthers. Who cares? Honestly, who cares about the Panthers? Name one person that cares. And he's not even a Panthers fan. Unbelievable. Honestly, who cares about the Cardinals, though, too? Irrelevant-ass teams. Guess what? People care about the Cleveland Browns. You could say whatever you want about them. You could say that they're bad. You could say that they're a bad franchise. They're entertaining. People watch. People want to know what they're up to. Okay? We're always in the news with something. The Browns get views, folks. I'm telling you. Why would he choose the Panthers? Freeling's the pick. Freeling's the pick. What up? I know Mel Kiper wasn't the only one. I was high on Shador, too. Skip Bayless loves him.
Browns Nation, what's going on? What are we doing here on this Friday night?
Whitehall Frank, I don't want... Sadiq's an athletic freak, I get it. I don't want him. He's the first...
No love for Sadiq?
I'm not using the first-round pick on Sadiq. We don't need a tight end that badly. We got Harold... We have tight end 1. What do you need Sadiq for when we desperately need a wide receiver? Say you take... And you need a wide receiver and a left tackle. I'm not using the first-round pick on a tight end.
I think Sadiq's a good player, but it doesn't make a ton of sense for the Browns.
Exactly. Don't need him. Yeah. Don't need him. But what else we got? Well, let's ask the people something else, Parker.
Let's see.
Let's ask the people something else. And again, $50 super chat. I will do a beer bump. Get this party going. Get the party going.
Comment the number 1 player that you want on the Cleveland Browns.
Let me know who we drafting, who we signing. Number 1 player. Looks like there's some cap stuff here. Oh, the Browns got more cap space. It's good stuff.
How much more?
$17.8 million. That's big. That's
a
big.
lot.
That's actually massive. Holy shit.
That might be the PM video.
Oh, yeah. It is. Let's go, baby. Maybe we will sign someone else now. But now Rasheed Walker's off the market. Are we going to... I don't see us splurging on the wide receiver, though. Juwan Jennings?
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs could be a Brown. Stephon Diggs could be a Brown.
Family discount. Get them both.
Diggs is what, 33 right now?
Something like
32?
that. Let's check.
32? Like, and he's got off-field issues. Juwan Jennings, I think he's going to want too much of a bag.
The people in the chat would never know that Cardi B followed a host at Chat Sports.
That's true. Cardi B did follow one of our hosts here, folks.
And he sits right next to your host, J.O.D.
That's true. Sit right next to him every day. He's a character. Let's say the least. What a guy. Diggs is the QB whisperer. Is he though? Is he though? I think the draft is your wide receiver solve. You're gonna take your pick 6 or pick 24 is wide receiver. So whether that's Carnell Tate or Mekhi Lemon at 6, or Jordan Tyson, Omar Cooper Jr. at 24, one of the first round picks is wide receiver. And then there's plenty of steals later in the draft. This is a stacked wide receiver class. You got Zachariah Branch, you got Chris Brazzell, Ted Hurst is a sleeper. Who was I just talking about today? Jacoby Lane and Skylar Bell. Plenty of dogs in this one. I expect 2. Well, here's interesting. Pat Wooey. A.J. Brown's the only wide receiver worth trading for. Interessante, my friend.
What do y'all think about the Browns' free agency so far?
Let me know. Let me know. How have we done so far? Comment down below in the comment section. All right. Get those grades in. How have we done so far in free agency? Robert Colbert said solid.
Solid.
Pretty solid. Give it a C. Jake said A.J. Brown is a diva punk. Got a C.
What's the max you guys would give up for A.J. Brown? What do you guys think in the comments?
Well, Howie wants a first, at least. The Eagles want a lot. Do we trade pick 24 for A.J. Brown?
I think he doesn't really fit your timeline.
Yeah. And
Nothing for AJ.
He is a diva. Talking about divas.
But let's be honest, guys. All star wide receivers are divas.
They are.
Except for, like, Amon-Ra St. Brown. But even he is sometimes.
I'll tell you what, I think Mekhi Lemon's going to be one.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to be a diva. He's going to be good, though. He's going to be good.
His press conference was interesting, to say the least.
Oh, it was unreal. Yeah, we saw that, Learsy. You're late to the news. We announced that 30 minutes ago. That's why you subscribe.
Hit that like button if you want the Browns to make more good signings in
Hell
free
yeah.
agency.
Hell yeah. All right, let's do a countdown, Parker.
Industry countdown?
Yep. 10 minutes on the clock. We'll stream. We'll keep hanging out. We'll keep partying until 4 p.m. If anybody wants us to go later than that,
You're going to have to super chat.
going to need to do a beer bomb to prove you want to party. So, we'll do the $50 super chat deal. You might have to adjust your layers.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep streaming and partying for 10 more minutes unless you extend the stream with a $50 super chat. We will add time to the clock for everyone, every 50 that comes in. So, if you want to keep partying and hanging out, let me know. If not, we'll hop off. It's all good in 10 minutes to the end of stream. B-, hoping they prove me wrong and perform outstanding. I hope so too, Daryl. I hope so too. I like that. End of stream countdown is on. If you want us to keep partying, you got to make me do a beer bong, and I'll add time to the clock. So, $50 super chat, I'll get to drinking. If we get one in the next 10 minutes, I'll add time on the clock and get a beer bong, and we'll keep partying, hanging out, and having fun. So let me know.
Get Joey drunk, then he can't drive home. He has to stay on live.
We can party all night long, folks. St. Patrick's Day weekend coming up. $50 super chat. To keep the stream alive, we will add time to the clock and start drinking a beer bong. Let me know for 50. Well, like I said, the Browns so far in free agency, they've attacked that need that they said they were going to, and that is the offensive line. We've got a new signing here for the Giants, Elijah Campbell, former Dolphins safety. More news coming in, guys. I don't know if you want me to hop off. Remember, news happens. We're going to be ready to break it.
Look what Chase said in production.
Oh, gosh. What the heck? Oh my God.
Guys, JOD's getting clowned in the group chat right now. The picture of Gage is even better.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's a great photo.
Yeah, it is.
What is Gage? Folks, our group chat is blowing up here at work. I would definitely play basketball in that photo.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Robert Colbert said, I would wait to get Lemon before A.J. Brown.
I like that. I think Lemon's going to be a really good receiver.
He honestly reminds me a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, yeah, literally. You want to add to that? You want to read only it?
Yeah.
To extend the show? And just take out, instead of new chant, just make that extend the show plus beer bong. Under 8 minutes left, folks, until we hop off. So if you want to keep hanging out and keep doing more fun and more segments, more talking about free agency, more chat questions, then we'll need a $50 super chat. Get me to drink and stay on, because when there's going to be a Browns piece of news here soon. I'd like to be on live with you guys for it. $50 super chat to keep the party going and get us drinking. Let me know. See what the chat's blowing up about. Cardinal Tate. He said Cardinal Tape. I think he meant Cardinal Tate.
If they draft an offensive lineman first at 6, I doubt Mekhi Lemon will be there at 24.
No, he
so
won't.
They're going to draft another mediocre wide receiver. I mean, I don't know about mediocre. There's a lot of good receivers in this draft.
No, yeah, this draft class has got a lot of good receivers. It would definitely be a good one at 24, I would think.
You could still probably get a Tyson maybe at 24.
And so who's your left tackle if you take Tate first? Freeling's not going to be there.
You guys want DeJuan Jones starting next year? Because I don't.
Yeah. DeJuan Jones is pretty slow. And he just had another season-ending injury. Wasn't his third straight surgery, I believe?
Yeah.
On his knee?
Not good.
He had 3 straight knee surgeries. And one of them was this year. He's out for the year. He says we're not starting DeJuan Jones. We're not. 6 more minutes, folks. 6 more minutes to hop in. Also, let's give one more reminder of our $5 off deal. This is only live until 7 p.m. Eastern. $5 off everything in the Browns store at Chat Sports. Perfect for my diehard Browns fans. Flash sale. Boom. Going on right now today only. $5 off store-wide at chatsports.com/Browns. That's it. That's the link. chatsports.com/Browns. Easy, fun, everything in the store that is Chat Sports merch is $5 off until 7 p.m. Eastern only. Once that clock hits 7, it's full price again. So get cash in now. The flash sale, $5 off, chatsports.com/Browns. This t-shirt's only $19.99 now. So cash in. For the real ones on the live right now, I let you in. chatsports.com /Browns flash sale. $5 off. Hop on it. And like I said, we're almost 5 minutes to go here, folks, and then we'll hop off if we do not get any more super chats. I mean, naturally, any super chat extends the show because we'll put every super chat on the screen and give it a shout out. But if you really want to extend it to 20, 30 more minutes, $50 super chat, and we will keep partying here on the Browns Report. Only 4.5 minutes left. Sign the OT from Green Bay. Thomas, he's a Panther now. Rasheed Walker, 1-year deal to the Carolina Panthers is confirmed. That is happening. That is happening. So far, be interesting to see how Cleveland uses their picks. They've drafted they've signed a lot of guys that can play guard, center, and or tackle. And we just got to find out where they're best at. So I'm not playing the game anymore, messing around, rotating people. Just get some dogs to block up front. You win football in the trenches these days. The Super Bowl teams, the best teams in the league, have good offensive lines. Todd Monken wants to get a good run game going with Travis Schweitzer. For Judkins, that starts with the offensive line and run scheme. So So let's get this thing going, folks. For real. That's the most important thing. What up, Hudson? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Let me know who you guys want the Browns to sign today. Today.
How do you guys feel about losing out on Sheed Walker? He signed a one-year deal up to $10 million with the Panthers. I feel like the Browns definitely could have paid that cost, especially with this new cap space they got.
That would have been such a win to get Rasheed Walker for $10 million at left tackle. Whatever. We'll get someone else. Probably Monroe Freeland. You want AJ Epinesa? I love Quincy Williams. I gave him a A- grade. Check out my video from this morning. I graded every signing the Browns have made.
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you guys have watched it already, but JOD was going off on this morning's episode. Graded all the free agency signings like a true professor would.
Oh, yeah. I was cooking.
He was tapped in.
Check that video out, guys. It's awesome. Give it a like. Give it a like. Look at that. Streams, like button's been going up too. Shout out to you guys.
Jackson Green said, Christian Wilkins, no Diddy stuff.
Oh, God.
Pause.
Yazoo said Joey Bosa's available. He is. Bring another Joey to Cleveland. 2 more minutes, folks. Only 2 minutes left to keep the stream going. Only 2 more. What? I'm not holding the news hostage, Thomas. The minute we get news, I announce it. You got to be tuned in. You got to be locked in on the stream. Hudson, when's your next live show? Well, this was a action-packed week. We did a lot of lives this week because of free agency, and I wanted to be there for you guys. I'm thinking we go live every Wednesday, maybe every Thursday, but probably next Wednesday is the next live.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that.
4 o'clock Central, right?
Yeah, maybe 3. Maybe 4 o'clock Eastern. We'll see. And then if there's breaking news, if the Browns do something big, make a trade, I promise I will go live for you guys. If they make a big trade, we're going live. So stay subscribed, have your notifications on so that you get notified when I go live. Actually, that would be my best advice. Turn your notifications on because you'll get a notification that I'm going live. And then we can all party and hang out together. It's a lot of fun. And then when the Browns make moves, we get to talk about it together. I'll give you the analysis. I'll tell you what's going to happen and what's going to happen next. It's a lot of fun.
Yazoo said, this was a good episode. You know what? Thank you.
Thank you, Yazoo. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds to keep the stream going with a $50 super chat. If not, it's all good. We'll hop off. It is almost time, folks. Judy will not be a drop leader this year. I might be in the minority, but I do think Judy will be a good part of the offense next year. Drops is the biggest issue. He's got to work on that. Got to work on it. And the clock has hit 0. So we're going to get ready to wrap up here now. It has been a lot of fun being live with you guys. Remember, flash sale, $5 off, store-wide, chatsports.com/Browns. Don't miss out. Everything in there. Shout out to you, Jackson Green, W episode. Shout out to all you the real ones, man, that are in here with me every week. Let's try to do this more often. Subscribe to the Dog Pound, the Browns Report. You guys are the best. We will see you very soon here. Another video coming out later tonight. You won't want to miss that. So, make sure you're subscribed. Like I said, keep those notifications on. And I'll see you guys soon with more Browns content, more Browns videos. Don't miss out. Appreciate you all. We'll be live again soon. So, catch you guys later. Let's go, Browns! See you soon.